Good afternoon, my name's Andy and I work for the Perth and Kinross Council Community Alarms Service. In this video we're going to try and show you a range of telecare and community alarm equipment that's going to assist people to stay in their own homes for longer and keep them as independent as possible for as long as possible. We normally install a community alarm with a pendant and a smoke alarm and a heat detector as a basic package. The heat detector is usually fitted in the kitchen, smoke alarm in the hall, and the community alarm is sited where best in the house for audio. The pendant will operate the community alarm from anywhere in the house and from within the garden. And the smoke alarm is designed that if there is a fire within the house or smoke within the house, that will activate the community alarm and the control room will instantly call the fire service if required. First of all, this is the basic community alarm unit. It consists of a loudspeaker and a built-in microphone. Usually, when it's plugged into the mains, this light will be red, this light will be green, and that's it on standby. It sits there in the corner of the room and it can be ignored until such times as it's needed. And it's needed when someone perhaps has a fall, and in which case they'll be able to use the wrist-worn pendant and also a neck-worn pendant. The pendants come with a wee boot which comes in a variety of colours, so this is so that if there is more than one person in the house that has a community alarm, we can identify which pendant is whose. The alarm unit itself can also be used as a medication prompt. We can set the times in it and the equipment will be programmed to say it's time to take your medication. We also have on show today a dexterity adapter. This is designed more specifically for people who are within a wheelchair. This can be mounted on their wheelchair and they can press it very, very easily. This also is a dexterity adapter. As you can see, the small boot for the pendant fits within and is worn round the neck and is very easy to press. We also have a wrist-worn falls detector. This is a specific type of pendant worn on the wrist. In the event that the client has a fall but is unable to or is unaware of the fact that they have a pendant, this will automatically call the alarm unit. It can also be used as a standard pendant simply by pressing the button. Here we have a flood detector. This piece of equipment is designed to protect homes from flooding when taps are left on accidentally. It simply lies on the ground along from or beneath a sink, and if water gets onto it, it will then activate. It will then activate and send a signal to the community alarm and therefore onto the control room. We can then speak to the client and ensure that the floor has been washed or perhaps a tap left on. This piece of equipment is not directly connected to a community alarm, but is a dimension clock. It is designed so that people who are slightly confused as to day and time can look at it and it says exactly what it says on it. As you can see, today is Thursday afternoon. Here we have a range of bed exit sensors. This equipment is designed to show when someone gets out of their bed. Not immediately, but as people go to the toilet and perhaps don't come back to bed, an alarm would be activated.